Hey guys, John here from Bring the SEO. Today I want to touch on something that I'm sure all of you as SEO consultants have experienced at one time or another, and this is where you're speaking with a prospect, you're pitching your services, and they say, we'll give you 3 months. If we don't see results in 3 months, we're going to cancel. Now I don't know why, but it's always seemingly 3 months. That seems to be the magical time frame for prospects when they're thinking about signing up for SEO. We'll give you 3 months. If we don't see results in 3 months, we're going to cancel out. And of course, this puts us in a difficult situation given that SEO, by its very nature, is often a long-term marketing strategy. Now, I've prepared 5 key points here that hopefully will give you something to think about next time you're in this situation. You're dealing with a prospect and they've said, we'll give you 3 months, we don't get results, or we don't see results, we're out of here. Now, the first thing that I'll say, and I speak about this at length on this channel, is you really need to change the definition of results. So in the client's mind, they'll be thinking results, first page of Google. This is where you need to change the definition of results. Instead of focusing on rankings, shift that focus to revenue. The client will obviously be wanting to sell more widgets, get more appointments, get more customer inquiries, close more jobs, whatever the case might be. That's where you need to shift the focus to. So this matters because it ties directly into my next point, right? And I know a lot of people in this space will say, you know, I just wouldn't take a client on if they wanted results that fast. I'd provide them with an alternate marketing solution, maybe paid ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, and something else of that nature. And that's perfectly fine. However, you'll probably find in a lot of cases, certainly not all, you'll find in some cases that it's really more about making use of the traffic they already have. Because I can tell you there's some really awful websites out there that are getting a shitload of traffic, and that traffic is being wasted. So if we shift our focus away from rankings and focus it on driving actual conversions towards revenue and helping the client improve their bottom line, we can often implement simple calls to action, trackable phone numbers, big inquiry forms, make the checkout process much, much easier, and convert the traffic they already have, because it can take several months to double the traffic, the organic traffic through a website. It can take several minutes to double the conversion rate simply by making on-site changes. The next point here is something that I've kind of already touched on, and that is don't sell SEO. I see a lot of SEO consultants trying to sell or wanting to sell SEO to everyone. And I had a great conversation with one of the members in the group recently where I said the mode of transportation being suggested or offered doesn't fit the destination. If you want to travel 5 kilometers, you can take a bicycle. If you want to travel 500, you're not going to ride a bike. You can probably take a car or maybe even fly. So you need to be mindful of this and take this into consideration when you're speaking with the prospect and trying to get an understanding of what their actual goals and objectives are. If they want to get somewhere really, really quickly, and that's, you know, they're in a space that's highly competitive, then SEO may not be the best or most viable solution. Okay, my next point is this, and that is avoid sinking ships. What do I mean by that? Well, every so often, you'll be speaking with a prospect and they'll be saying, our business has gone to shit, everything's on fire, we need to turn it around, and we need to turn it around fast. You'll want to do everything you can to avoid getting involved in situations like this. I've had, I don't know how many hundreds of conversations over the years with prospects that have come to me that have said, I've remortgaged my house twice, I've sold both cars, my wife's threatening to leave me and take the kids. John, I desperately need your help. In those situations, the client's saying, we need help and we need results within 3 months. Run away as fast as you possibly can. Okay, my last point here, and this is something that I think is quite often overlooked and certainly misinterpreted by clients especially. When you think about it, you think, wow, 3 months, that's a long time. And this is essentially how clients think in their minds. They're thinking, okay, John, we're going to give you 3 months. That's a pretty long time. If you can't get us results in 3 months, well then, hey, chances are it's probably never going to happen. That doesn't make any sense because it's not actually 3 months. If I've allocated, let's say, 15 hours per billing cycle for each of my campaigns, that means after 3 months, we would have allocated 45 hours in that 3-month period. So it's really not 3 months at all. It's actually only 45 hours. And to be honest, it's actually less than that because you'll have work that's being performed at an hourly rate and also fixed cost deliverables, things like backlinks, content, software expenses and everything else. So it's usually a lot less than what the client actually thinks. Okay, it's never 3 months. And I share this advice with all of my students in the group. It's never 3 months. 3 months sounds like a long time. It's actually not 3 months at all. And I've actually said this to clients, guys, I can't turn your business around in 45 hours. And let's face it, 45 hours is really 1 working week. So there you have it, guys. There's a couple of things to consider next time you're speaking with a prospect who is demanding results in 3 months or less. Sometimes it's doable, sometimes it just isn't. It'll be a case-by-case basis. You'll need to use a little bit of common sense to figure out what the best solution might be. Okay, that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to learn more, head over to bringtheseo.com. We provide business development training for SEO consultants wanting to improve their processes, increase profits, and scale to $100,000 a month or more without all the stress and overwhelm.